Hello, this video will review WGSN Fashion image and design resources. To begin, make sure you are in the Fashion tab of WGSN. So you'll find the Fashion tab in the black menu bar at the top of the page. Columbia College Chicago subscribes to WGSN Fashion, and we have access to city by city. Once you're in the Fashion tab, you'll see a white submenu below. On the right-hand side of this submenu, you'll see drop-downs for images and design resources. Under Images, you can skip to the Catwalk Gallery, Catwalks Live, the Image Library, and Street Style, or click on the word Images, and this will open up the Browseable Image Library and Design Resources. In the body of the page, you can skip to Catwalks, Retail, Trade Shows and Exhibits, Street Style, Vintage, Fabric Swatches, Color Libraries, Original Brushes and Fills, Original Prints and Graphics, and Original CADs and Flats. However, the really powerful part of this is the filters on the left-hand side. So you can filter through all the images in WGSN Fashion. If you expand the categories, you see you can again skip to these broader categories, catwalks, retail, street style, etc. Or you can focus on design resources. For now, I'm going to select a market, women, and a product. So I'll go to accessories, bags, and backpacks. So when I apply these filters, I see that there are almost 16,000 results for women's backpacks. So I can start browsing through these to see some of the latest images of backpacks. I can also add additional filters like brands, retailers, city, season, event, prints and graphics, materials, colors, tones, and details. I'm going to select a detail like closures. And now my images are of women's backpack closures. So as I go through these images, I can click on an image, and then I have additional options for things to do with that image. So I can add the image to a folder. So I'm using the image options on the right-hand side here. I can add the image to a folder, so I'm going to create a folder for backpacks. I can also download this image. That would be a high-resolution image. I can print it, or I can use the paper airplane icon to email it. Please note, all images in WGSN are the property of WGSN. You can use these images in your course projects and assignments because of our subscription. However, these images are not for personal use, including posting to social media. I'm going to go back to the Fashion tab. So in the Design Resources drop-down here, I'm just going to click on the word Design Resources. And that's going to take you to this browsable page for the color libraries. So you can pick swatches from Coloro, Pantone, CNCS. You can view original artwork, design components, including CADs and flats, brushes, fills, embellishments, and trims. You can use color plate to build your own color palette, which we'll review it in a couple minutes. And you can also browse the print and graphics directory. So I'm going to go to the color libraries. And here you can browse through all the color swatches in WGSN. And you can do this, again, there are filters on the left-hand side. The categories are the same as the categories we saw in the image library. Here we have the color libraries are selected. You can also pick a color to focus on, like blues, greens, purples, pinks, browns, etc. You can also select tones, formats, and swatches. Lots of options here. Then, as with the images, you can click on any of these swatches. This happens to be Pantone, so you'll get the Pantone code. You can also save these to your image folder, just like we did with the backpack images. So those options, again, are on the right-hand side. I'm going to create a new folder for swatches. All right, so I'm going to go back to the Design Resources page. So we've gone through the color libraries. Just quickly, I'll show you original artwork here. So these are different graphics. Again, these are all high resolution images that you can use in your academic projects. So the design components, I can jump to cats and flats. And I'm going to choose some specific products here, maybe apparel. So again, these are all high resolution images. You can save them to your folders. You can also download these images. This is going to download an Adobe file that you can put into Illustrator or Photoshop and edit. Okay, so let's pop into the color play. So color play is where you can build your own palette, and you can do this in a variety of ways. So you can tell the system which color palette you'd like to use, Pantone, Coloro, etc. You can just browse through colors and then drag and drop them into the palette. So you can also go to your swatches folder that I saved swatches to earlier. So to do that, enter choose library. You're going to go all the way to the bottom and you'll see your recent folders. I'm going to select swatches. So now I'll see those swatches that I had selected previously. And I can just drag and drop all the swatches in here. And you can resize these swatches. Once you have your color card completed, you can save it. So in the upper right of your workspace, you'll see Save Color Card. You can give the card a name. And then it's been saved along with other color cards that you may have created. The nice thing about the color cards is that these can also be printed or downloaded or emailed. When you download a color card, it creates a PDF. If I go back to the Fashion Design Resources page, if I click on the Print and Graphics directory, this provides me with a page of reports related to graphics and prints. So that concludes our review of the WGSN Fashion Images and Design Resources. If you have additional questions about using WGSN, please feel free to reach out to a librarian using the Ask a Librarian chat or email found on the library website, which is library.colum.edu. Thank you.